Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Long veteran mission in the Warrens. Man-at-Arms, Cultist, Vestal, Musketeer. I think they can get the job done. We have a dedicated healer. We have good damage, especially on the back line. And I don't mind that maybe this is not the most damage-dealing party that we have. As long as we get the job done, I'm happy. Do we need Crush? I like that Crush can actually hit the third position, and it doesn't have any damage down. Soul Provision. It's gonna be a long mission. Make sure to take a lot of resources. And I will take a few bandages, because there are enemies down here that do bleed you, but I'm not gonna take much else. I'll take like a couple medicinal herbs, a few keys, a few holy waters, and that's about it. We're gonna be doing, this is gonna be like an old school mission. We're gonna explore everything, backtrack through the mission to pick up all the loot, and then hopefully leave with a inventory just absolutely full of precious gold and gems, and it's gonna be freaking wonderful and amazing, and we're gonna love it. So, everyone set, good, embark. I'm not gonna buy everything from the shop, but I end up dropping anti-venom in the ruins. I end up dropping, you know, torches and sometimes food. Well, I usually just eat the food. Because by the end of it, I just need more inventory. Need more freaking inventory. You know what we should have maybe brought? The lantern. Getting a surprise out on a party is really, really, really helpful. And I'd probably overstacked on the torches, but I like being extra prepared. The torches are cheap. And especially with the Occultists with Hands from the Abyss that we're probably going to use every turn, I just want to make sure that we have the capability of handling anything that comes our way. So, are we going to kill the Bone Marksman? We're going to stun him. Actually, we're probably going to mark him, now that I think. Oh, we can't mark, because he's freaking slow. He's never going to mark turn 1, which is unfortunate. But we could also just get a lucky crit. That's acceptable. You are going to... You can't remove stealth, so go for the weakening... No, I mean... He's only got 9 dodge. Can't hit him with anything. I don't know, reduce his dodge, go ahead.
Singular strike.
Maybe we... Ooh! Dirty Benny, thank you for the follow. Maybe we should have Sacrificial Stab instead of Weakening Curse, that way he can actually do something if there's nothing else to do, because right now I don't know what he can do. Let's go for the kill. It missed, but he's only got 1 HP. He did the slash. Yeah, it does get a lot of crits. Could be good for stress relief.
Maintain the offensive.
Maintain the offensive. Well, you have nothing else to do. Give me a bolster. Inspiration and... Yeah, we get it! Oh, Illumination bypasses stealth. I should have done that. I like clicked on it and then I clicked off of it, and then I realized we could have done it. It's okay, you're dead. Do not toy with this one. He was stealthed, you madman! Do not toy with this one, he could bring others. What else are we gonna do? Higher crit chance. Also a good stun, free light.
Is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
How come that had a chance of doing 0 damage? It seemed weird.
Success.
Alright, you know what?
In view.
Get rid of Weakening Curse.
Is it merely a trick
You know what? We
light?
don't need Weird Reconstruction now that I think about it, do we? You know what? Do it like this. Wait, no. There we go. We don't need weird reconstruction. I just thought about it and just realized, hey, wait a minute. We got a healer. We don't need that healer. But theoretically, I like this idea. Maybe what we can do is, you know, pull the marksman up, and then all of a sudden he can't do anything. He can't shoot at our back line. I might want to go after the Bone Spearman, though, first. Oh, it's so good! The wort! I don't think you're here anymore in Twitch chat, but you're so good! Alright, Illumination reduces dodge. We don't care. I would like to stun you. We're going to... We don't need to pull him. We could hit him, or we could kill the Bone Conscript at the front. Oh!
Eradicated.
Kraken cred! What a crit! You know what? Give me that retribution. This marksman cannot do anything except for bayonet jab. And, I mean, we could just toss out some stuns. We could toss out a stun with the Occultist and the Vestal on this turn, because we haven't taken any damage. You can probably land a stun on him. 90%, I think. Just chain stuns and don't let them attack, and you can just go to town. I like it. I like this. Viridia, I guess you really need to update Darkest Dungeon. The thing is, so when Color of Madness came out, they did rebalance a lot of
In
skills.
Radiance, may we find victory.
And it just sounds like you're missing out on a lot of that rebalancing. You should definitely, you know, give it a look. Give it a look-see look. Should have probably attacked, but this guy with the 70 protection, it's going to take a while to kill him, so let's just slow it down. You can't bayonet jab the one in the front, can you? You freaking... I mean, I guess debuff him. It's just like... I need to have, like, every skill. Well, I mean... Kill him.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy
Them all. It's weird, like, I need to have 5 skills in the Occultist. Like, I'm always having the wrong skill equipped for the wrong combat, and I hate it. Like, I have to only equip 4. I gotta select at some point which ones I keep, which ones I get rid of. But he had that 70% protection, which is stupid. Alright, but we did a good job. I like the vulnerability hex for the marksman. That's what I'm gonna say about that. If we have a tanky enemy and there's only one left alive, whatever. If it takes 2 turns to kill him because we can't reduce his protection, it takes two extra turns to kill him, you know? I'll do it. I'll accept that. Welcome back, Ultimate Noob. Milk Jug's phone tried changing noob to boob. Welcome back, boob. Okay. It's a big mission. I mean, it is a long mission. Don't interact with curios, please. I don't think we have any, like, really negative quirks. Well, I mean, obviously on the Occultist, we gotta start thinking about it. But we don't have things like Kleptomaniac, Manic for Gold, whatever it is. Accusation. This is when I would actually really like to have a fast Occultist to get the mark out, but we do not have a fast Occultist. We have this guy. Oh my god! The wort! Every crit is gold! You know what I like about this? Plus damage v marked. If we stun Mark the Enchantress, she's probably dead in 1 attack from the marksman. I like that. I like it a lot. You are already marked, you might as well toss out a retribution. This is what I have you designed for. Give me those riposts. For 10. Oh my god, it's so good. So there's the mark. And the dodge down. You're gonna die. I hate to say it. You're gonna die. Hello, he's marked. You have to attack the guy who's marked. It's in the Geneva Convention. Okay, you're actually not dead. That's very surprising. Let's go for the kill.
Confidence surges.
We don't need
as the
to
enemy
stun or
crumbles.
debuff these guys. I'd rather just let the man-at-arms deal with it himself, and then he'll just get healed up later. Does have a little bit of stress, but we can camp and get rid of stress. We have, you know, encourage on, I think, everyone except for him, because he has such good abilities. But, you know, when we camp, if I remember, we can always swap out abilities that we're not going to use, because, you know, we're not going to use all of these. We don't have 15 points of respite when we camp. I wish we did. Honestly,
A powerful blow.
let's go for the hit. I mean, if it crits, that'd be amazing, but all we need you to do is just get the kill. This is going just fine. Portraits, again, you know, we can't really take
But a victory nonetheless.
anything when we're going through the mission right now. We just don't have the inventory space for it, and we need provisions. We need to get through all the combats, we need to camp, etc., etc. Ah, this is annoying. I'm gonna go for a... Can you stun the backline? No, you can't. Okay, your speed is 9. You're definitely gonna go before the Occultists. The speed is 3. Your speed is 8. Your speed is 4. So it's probably gonna be the Bone Noble next. If there's nothing else we can do. Reduces dodge.
The light.
Hopefully we can get a
Promise
kill.
of Safety.
Nope. Still pretty good. Actually, no. Wow. Wow. A speed of 3 just went before a speed of 9. Okay.
Impressive.
Yeah. That worked out much better than it had any freaking right to. Good lord. Please hit the marked unit. I did not expect to be able to kill that Bone Noble on turn 1. We got extremely lucky that everyone went before he did, even though our dodge stat is just ridiculously bad. Bayonet jab. That's your first mistake. Your second mistake is fighting me. I mean, everyone's good.
Soothed. Sedated.
Sedated. I mean, right now the only one even with stress is the Man-at-Arms. It's pretty good. I like that after turn 1 he's like, oh, I'm ready. Let's get this combat started. But on turn 1 he's just the worst. Everyone can get a little bit of a heal. I would like to do targeted heals on the Man-at-Arms. It gives him the best chance at getting crits on the heal.
As victories
The targeted heal's a little bit better at critting than the party heal, but the party heal still can crit. You can also do it with the Musketeer. Toss out the simple heal, and then if you get a lucky crit, hey, that's stress. That's a little bit of stress down right there. Get that. Again, cannot interact with it. We'll come back around later. Would like to get some scouting at some point. Do we have a skill that gives us better scouting? What about you? Damage, accuracy, dodge, and protection. You have you have a lot of oh, it's self-only protection. You have a lot of just like buffs that you can toss out. The Man-at-Arms is really good for camping. This is damage and protection until camp. Plus 30% damage until camp. Okay, that's pretty good. I am glad I put it on the marksman. Anything that makes it a little bit more likely to kill the backline, I think, is good. So much so that I'm actually just going to go for him first, even just with that 2 damage. You know, it could matter. It doesn't when you get the crits like that, but it could. It could matter. go for a stun. Can't debuff his protection. I could go for a stun.
Precision and power.
We have the light level for it. With oh my lord. With over preparing torches and having the Vestal on hand, we can toss out stuns whenever we want. Nasty crit, but it's only 8 damage. And a little bit of stress. The stun doesn't matter at all. I was not going to have him do another one. And he can still function from that position with the sacrifice. The sacrificial stab of sacrifice.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
A blazing star. Crush, defend, retribution, bolster. I'm trying to think about it, like, what do we do? Guess we just hit him. There's no need to buff, he's not doing anything on this turn, we don't really need dodge. You know, we just got an unlucky hit on the last turn. Just gonna go for him, really. He's probably gonna live for another turn, just because we can't hit worth crap. Good enough. Riposte wore off, but... Oh, 3 damage. Thank you, Wirt. Wirt has been, like, actually the best unit I could ask for in this mission. Constantly critting, getting the killing blows. I love it. Ignore the backpack, ignore everything.
Curious is the trap maker's
19
art.
stress.
His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Is the Vestal in a spot? Sure, she can't do her single heal. Yeah, so in the second position... wrong unit. In the second position, she cannot do Divine Grace. In the third and fourth position, she can. I don't think we need to heal on this turn, though. I would like to try to go for, like, a stun on the Spearman and the Bone Commander. And I will use the Occultist for that, because I think we would like to, if possible, buy ourselves a turn, activate Retribution, maybe, if we're fast enough, toss out a Bolster. This guy is really slow. Well, maybe now we should have done the other thing, but it's still fine. That's still a 100% chance stun. Is it? Yeah, against him I think it was. And now you move first. You're so weird. You move first or you move last. It's one or the other. It's never both. You don't want to be hitting the Man-at-Arms. Just saying.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
No. This is your job, Vestal. Oogaloo.
Mortality clarified.
Spear thrust
in a
is annoying.
single strike.
The move back is annoying. Not that bad. Retribution is going to be active for one more turn. We don't really need a guard. I'd rather toss out the bolster for the dodge buff. Yeah, and there's a chance we can always kill that Bone Spearman. There's a chance that the Bone Commander is going to do an AoE. We will riposte off of it, at least. But if he was going to do, you know, a single targeted attack, he's not going to kill anyone. I'll do a riposte next turn. There's no reason to put it out on that turn because he's not doing anything. It does have 33% protection, but we are getting a little bit lucky on the Wirt again. That Musketeer critting is just fantastic. You know what? It's actually a chance we don't need riposte on this. Hit for 9. Hit for 9! Oh my god. 27% is a lie on the crit chance. It has to be. That's crazy. I think this is stress relief, by the way. I hope. It's a critical heal and stress relief. I mean, the critical heal was an accident, of course, but it's still pretty good. It is a critical scout. Tell you what. Use a shovel.
Even the cold stone
Backtrack.
seems bent on preventing
In case I want that one curio at the end of the mission, we'll unlock it, and then we can dump torches in the future. How's that? What is the infection level? It's not that high, is it? I mean, these guys are slow, but it's gonna be hard to kill them. Might want to try a you know what? What? Their speed is 2. Could try a dodge up, which might be a little bit better than activating the riposte. Plus 8 dodge, it's probably worth it. Riposte might do, 6 to 8 damage on a hit, maybe up to 15 on a crit. But honestly, I just don't want to take damage, because damage against these guys basically means stress. 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Significantly lower crit chance, but if it hit, it would also apply a debuff, ideally. Alright, so we have 1 unit with the Crimson Curse. This sucks. It sucks because we need to actually pick up blood now and hold on to it for the rest of the mission. I mean, just getting the curse sucks as well, but really, to me, it's about loot management space. I can't hold all this loot anymore. It's fine. It is what it is. Didn't I just do a Crimson Court mission? I did a Crimson Court mission like 4 missions ago, maybe 5 missions ago. Yeah. I think we're just getting unlucky with the RNG, creating these bloodsuckers.
The wounds of war
Can be healed.
but never hidden.
Ah, good. Actually, really need that blood.
Promises success.
Perfect timing on the torches. We're down to 2 stacks, which we need them both. I would like to hold on to the onyx as well for stacking. I would like to hold on to the blood. Probably don't need medicinal herbs. Means we can't interact with this curio down here, the one that gives you random gems. So maybe we actually do want to hold on to the herbs. This is an interesting one. What do you get rid of? What do you dump? If I give you the blood, will you go to bloodlust? Hold on. The blood. Crimson Court, the blood. I've done this like 4 times, and every time I screwed it up and gave someone a whole bunch of stress. If they're passive, it's a buff. If they're craving, they're bloodlust. If they're wasting, they're passive. If they're bloodlust, it's a buff and stress. And if they are not affected by the Crimson Curse, it's just a negative debuff. Okay, so we should not just use it immediately, but we will take it. I'll get rid of the stack of gold. I will get rid of the... Honestly, get rid of the holy water. I should have used it, but whatever. I take the holy water in case I find a... Well, in case I find curios to interact with, of course, but also in case I find a room curio that can remove a negative quirk, but that's pretty rare, I think, in the ruins. It might not even show up in the ruins, but I haven't seen it in this campaign, I think. It's the weird Eldritch Altar that kind of looks like the markers from the Church of Unitology, aka Necromorphs, aka Dead Space. And yes, there are ways of removing Crimson Curse. Obviously, we have done that in the past just by completing missions in the Crimson Court. Killing bosses removes the curse from all of your units. You can find or purchase or kill other bosses in order to get items that can remove the curse from one unit. We don't have any of those, but Now, we could theoretically get one at some point. I think we have bandages. I would use one on the Occultist, probably not on the Man-at-Arms, though. His entire job is to take the damage. And you know what? Eff it. We're gonna stun, because these guys are really annoying.
The ground quakes.
But we're just gonna bleed.
The blood quickens.
Wait, what'd you say? The ground quakes, the blood quickens. Death has come for you, outlaw. Pew. Yeah, that's what you need, more speed. That'll help. You know what? What does it matter? We got plenty of torches. We've got the Vestal who can toss out some stuff on occasion. Let's go for a crappy little heal. Vestal? Hey, good.
A decisive.
Alright, I think I've learned in the future, instead of doing a different move with the Occultist, we're just gonna do the stun. We don't need to mark, we don't need to sacrificial stab. The stun is probably worth more, honestly. So try to do that in the future. Although a pull on the Noble could be really good. Ooh, 3, not quite. Not quite. Viridia has updated his game. Nice. You can you can learn all of the new rules with skills and such. Oh, I had to kill. Unfortunate.
A devastating blow.
A devastating blow for a piddly 5 amount of damage. Thanks. Thanks, Ancestor. Okay, let's learn our lesson. Nah. Maybe we should have. It's kind of hoping that that would end up being a kill from the Musketeer, but that's okay. We should probably just kill him. Yeah, one way to remove the Crimson Curse from a unit is by fighting the Fanatic, who will only attack you on a mission if you have multiple people with the Crimson Curse on them and you go out on the mission. So he won't, like, if all of your people contract the curse, he won't be out on the mission with you, but if you go out on the mission and you embark with, you know, 4 people that all have the curse, it's a pretty high chance that you'll find him, and he'll be like, I'm here to cleanse the curse, and if that means killing you, so be it. Nothing personnel, kid. You know, he'll freaking try to murder your ass. How difficult is he? I don't even know if I ever fought him, because he just has never spawned. He doesn't spawn for me. He doesn't do anything. But he's pretty freaking annoying. I hear he's basically a different version of the Hag fight. He'll take one of your units away for the entire duration unless you free him, so it's kind of an annoying fight. Wow. That's what I've heard. But again, I don't think I've ever actually done it myself. I really don't want to finish this without having to toss out another heal.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
We need to do stress relief. We could camp right now. I'd be willing to camp. 45, 46. Damage until camp. We would lose damage until camp, but we should probably do it soon.
They can be beaten.
We've done most of the mission. Let's camp. We have time.
Circle in the dark.
Circle in the dark.
Battle may yet be won.
Alright, wait. These are in the wrong order. Let's do Sanctuary to prevent nighttime ambush. Now, who has good stress removal? Nobody. You have a lot of stress increasing skills, which I'd prefer if you did not use. 2 respite remaining. I should put encourage on him. It's my bad, my mistake. Instead, we'll do. You know what? Good enough. More damage. I like damage. What do we not need? Self only plus protection plus damage. I'd rather have, you know, party buffs basically. So, just swap that around. I don't know if he's the only one who can drop the cure. I think you can get it from a town event, but I'm not entirely sure about that because I don't remember, honestly. He's the only enemy that can drop it, I think, because his whole shtick is that he's trying to cure or cleanse the curse. Okay, so let me do a Hands from the Abyss. Next turn we'll do a dodge debuff with the Vestal, I think. Get our torch back. Oh, you know, we have plenty of torches. We don't even need to worry about it. Go for stress heal. Now, killing a Crimson Court boss cures everyone on your roster. Even if they were not on the mission, they will get cured from it. That's why it's really nice to, you know, wait for a little while until you have a lot of people with the curse and then do the Crimson Court missions, because you will cleanse, like, you know, 20 people at once. Viridi, you really need to play the game again now that you've updated. It seems like you're missing a lot. You go for the dodge debuff. Apparently we need it. The torch. No, the light. The promise of safety. Yeah, we get it, dude. Could just kill. Didn't. Could've. Clong. That's a really nice shield sound effect. Clong. I mean, we got him. Even if it has to be from the Occultists. You don't even have a 100% chance of hitting at 0% dodge. That's scary.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. Well, if we get another holy water, we can interact with that urn. Explore 90% of rooms. We should just keep going down. We'll backtrack and pick up some loot on the way back, and then we'll finish this off. Maybe camp. Maybe we'll camp at the end of this little hallway section down here, because there's only 2 rooms that we've yet to explore, and we've already had a pretty good camping on most of the hallways, too. Camping? Scouting. Different word. Different thing. Different thing entirely. And honestly, our gold is looking fine. Our gems are looking fine. It's been a pretty good mission. Even though we don't have, like, insane damage, you know, whenever we need to kill a big tanky enemy or a lot of enemies, if we open up with riposte if we need it, like against these guys, open up with a riposte, we'll kill the 2 snipers in the back pretty easily. You know, I like it. He's probably dead if he gets riposted, so Retribution. We could just straight up kill him. I think we will. You know, why take the damage? Why have the risk of getting crit? Verdacula, welcome! Did I beat all jammed mode in Gungeon? Yes, I did. That was like 4 hours ago, but I did. Anyone else dead in the campaign? Not yet.
quickly the tide turns.
Not yet. Although our cultist is constantly getting crit on this mission, which is an annoying thing that's happening. I wish it didn't happen. Speed is 4. We're gonna go before them. If everyone in the party dies, do you keep the loot? No, Terraria Guide. If everyone dies, you lose everything, including the trinkets. And if a unit dies, you have to hold the trinkets in your inventory back to the hamlet, or else you lose them. If you abandon a party member in a mission somewhere, you will lose their trinkets. You'll lose everything. It's a difficult game, you know. Good night, John at Ann Miller. Jonathan Miller. Well, good night.
Perched at the very precipice.
Well, this is scary. Go for the stun. Dude, I hate them focusing down the occultist every single freaking time. Thank you for the crit heal. At least, thank you for that. Now, can we do another heal? Probably. Oh, so close. Admittedly, he's really good at stunning, but he's also really good at getting crit and going down to death's freaking door. And then we're back up to full health. This game
Remind yourself
waffles back and forth
confidence is a slow and insidious
very quickly.
killer.
Death's door. We're fine. We do need a camp, though. We will camp in the next room. More stress relief. And we are going to lose a little bit on the battle buff that we gave for the Musketeer, but that's okay. We need stress relief. We need healing. It happens. Okay, open up with the stun. Reduce incoming stress. Ideally, we'll get a kill on the Enchantress on this turn. I mean, we can camp if we need to. We only have one camp, though. Let's go with a Retribution. We can try a pull or a another stun if we need to try to kill the Enchantress. No need. What a shot! That's true, what a shot. Instead, we're gonna go for a stun on this guy. No more bleed! No more bleed! Bleeding the occultist down to death's door. I've had it. Da, da, da. Wow, you moved twice. I hate you. 6 to 11. It would have to hit for max or crit. Or we could go for a vulnerability hex and try to get a 1 KO shot with the Musketeer. Or we could go for a stun. Let's go for the stun. If you abandon the quest, do you keep loot? Yes, you keep everything in your inventory and on your party. And you go back to the hamlet, and you're like, da 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 da, failure is okay in this game, don't worry about it, try again next time. The narrator's, you know, he talks to you a little bit. He's a jerk. It also preserves your lives. So whenever possible, you pretty much want to run away if you're gonna die. I've done it before. I've done it before on, I have done it before in missions, I think, but I've done it before on the Crimson Court many times. You're kind of supposed to run away in the Crimson Court over and over again, because it's such a long freaking mission. $8 to 15, good chance. And there is no reason to stun, so we'll just go for a mark. He's got the protection, but hopefully it's coming off. Yeah, 45% protection should be enough. We have a good chance of getting a kill with the marksman. We missed, but we had a good chance. Not bad, actually, not bad at all. Dum dum da dum. So we are gonna camp again. We got a lot of stress, and we need to remove it.
Tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
If mortality debuffs, minus 25 stress. So he's gonna get extra negative stress from this. That's really good, actually. Now that I think about it, now we have 4 respite points remaining. That's good. It's real good. We're gonna clean musket. Means we don't have time for anything else, but I'm okay with that. I want the marks. I call it freaking marksman again. I want the musketeer to be able to, you know, one-hit enemies in the back line. Thanatophobia? Yeah. Plus stress if HP is low. That's not gonna matter. We can remove that, you know, at the cost of a little bit of gold. Who cares? Do we have any buffs? Yeah, we do have buffs. It was like, did I buff anybody? Yeah, I did. Okay. Immediately forgot. 2 seconds later. That's Abe for you. Keep exploring. Crate is empty. I'm really glad I bypassed all these curios on the way to the end of the hallway, of course. Ah, craving blood. It's perfect. I am the Fury, I will drink from my enemies. We should be scared about that, but nope. They're fine. Let me keep you there. I worry about the Vestal walking forward as a result of being bloodlusted, but it's not that bad. We can still do the majority of our moves from, you know, the Occultist and the Vestal swapping positions. It's not bad at all. Perfectly acceptable.
Glittering gold.
There's no gold!
Baubles, paid for in blood. Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Stabbing the Occultist in the foot. Eat the food, why not? Oh my god. Shambler's Altar, huh? Shambler's Altar. This seems like one of the worst party compositions you can muster for the Shambler's Altar fight. Doesn't it seem awfully bad? It seems awfully bad to me. Doesn't it seem bad? Yeah? Ah. Lucky shot. This is a really bad composition for Shambler. I mean, the Man-at-Arms can command and bolster. Who's doing damage? Musketeer. Hitting the Shambler. What are you doing? Healing. What are you doing? Stunning. Marking. Who's killing the guys up front? You? It's gonna take you 1,000,000 turns to kill the Clapper Claws. This seems like an absolutely horrible, utterly garbage party composition for that fight. Are we gonna try it? Maybe. Go for the dodge. I'm trying to think about it. The Clapper Claws, they outpace... They outpace your ability to block or heal incoming damage so much. Like, they get incredible damage bonuses every turn. Like, plus 75% in 3 turns. So, they're hitting for, 15 damage apiece. Inflicting you with stress. Your party's getting constantly shuffled. We can't function from every position here. What are you gonna do, blind fire? What is the Vestal gonna do? Either stun or illumination. What's the Occultist gonna do? Vulnerability, Hex, Weakening, Curse, a heal. But a heal just delays the inevitable. People are gonna get stressed out, you know? I don't think there's any way we can do Shambler, not with this party. What's an ideal party for the Shambler? Honestly, anyone with damage over time, I think. Because the Shambler, yeah, you've done exactly what I was worried you would do. The Shambler, I think, doesn't have good, blight or bleed resistance, but it does have protection. But I think what you want ideally is you want a Abomination. Had to think of the name. The Abomination is so good because if you have high damage and Rake, you can theoretically kill the Clapper Claws on turn 1 every time, and then you focus entirely all of the rest of your damage out on the boss. Just kill you. No reason to stall for anything else. We've already got the heal out of it. Have not found a secret room, but there's only like one room we haven't been to yet, so... Should have just dropped the Jade. Who cares about a Jade? Okay, first of all, we also have not finished the mission. We don't have good provisions for a Shambler fight. We're not going to do it now. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it at the end. But I don't think we're going to do it. We do not have a good party for this. Admittedly, Retribution could be very good on the Man-at-Arms, and we could theoretically stun with Hands from the Abyss. Repeatedly. Stun, 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 stun. Either a Clapper Claw or the Shambler itself. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking we could go for it. We could at least, walk into the room, see what happens, flee if we have to. Pay for stress relief. We have a lot of money. We do. We have some money on this mission. We have a lot of money at the Hamlet.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Well, that's annoying. Give me the Retribution. Maybe we should have done that on the previous turn, but I wanted to make sure we kill that guy. Retribution doesn't do enough damage. So if we're gonna do it, we need to save a torch. I wish we had anti-venom, but we don't need it necessarily. Go for the heal.
Soothed. Sedated.
Sedated. Plenty of torches. Go ahead and do it. Do it! Still honestly the best damage dealing attack from the Occultist anyways. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, I mean, there's an anti-venom. Get rid of the Jade for it. We could hold on to it. Could also dump the Deeds and Portraits. I'd rather have the gold, honestly. So we have to do 0 more rooms. Let's go down to the chest, and then we'll think about it. Think about it. We have full health. 2 torches remaining. There's a couple of curios we could go back for. I don't know, I'm thinking we can try. Thinking we can try to do it. 2 anti-venom is wonderful. Yeah, Man-at-Arms, we can stack accuracy crit, guard whoever's dying or the marksman in the back. We can toss out a mark with the Occultist. I worry about the Clapper Claws, but I think that's going to be entirely the Man-at-Arms' job to deal with them. And if it fails, it fails. You feel like people are going to die. If it goes bad early, we leave. That's the rule. The rule of cool. There's gonna be 1 battle. I'm okay with 1 battle. We can dump the food, honestly. Easy battle, they were surprised. Okay. Also, I'm glad I took a minute to think. One thing we do have to worry about is that we're gonna get shuffled as soon as we walk in. So we need to shuffle ourselves so we can shuffle against the boss. And hope that we are in a good position, because we need the marksman in the back. I'm pretty sure the boss only does like one attack per turn, so a mark will last for quite a while. But the clapper claws are what we need to kill, and quickly. It's gonna be like riposte, crush, riposte, crush. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. If anybody dies, you know, that's just on them. You know, don't die next time. Vertacular says, we might as well wait to see how the Occultist dies on this one. Or if the Occultist is gonna die on this one. They're gonna be fine, they'll live. No one's dying on this mission. They're just gonna be very stressed out in a moment. Okay, so first of all, crush, defend, retribution, bolster. We could command. Do we command? Do we command? Do we command? Do we rampart? Or do we crush? Stun with a crush. Stun with a crush. Bellow? I like all these skills. I know we could use command, but I want crush for damage. And guard retribution bolster for just whenever we can pop them. You! Weird reconstruction for an emergency heal could be good. What else are you going to be doing? A pull is not necessary, I don't think. So we'll start with this. Sacrificial stab is okay. He can actually also kill the clapper claws. He's pretty good against Eldritch, but he's pretty slow, is the only concern. I like the idea of Hands from the Abyss, though. I really like the stun. The mark is good. The weakening curse is good. The Vestal's probably just going to be doing entirely stuns, debuffs, and heals. Arbalist. Aimed shot is basically what you're good for. You know what? I like buckshot, I think. If there's two clapper claws at the front that need to be killed quickly, we can do it. So we'll do a full shuffle. We'll see what happens. We'll leave if we need to. We can't buff anyone else. Do we have any more party buffs? Yeah, for one battle, we have extra damage on her. Fantastic. Alright. Not great shuffle, but with one move back, we are in a perfect, not perfect, but good party composition. So one move back. Well, I'm getting vertigo watching the background for some reason. I think I need to take a break after this. 120 stun resist. Probably not gonna land. 33% protection, probably not gonna land. Do we do the dodge or do we do the stun? Stun's got 10%. What else are we gonna do? Okay, it's fine. I think you need to do a retribution first. We can do a bolster second, but we need to get the damage out there. And we need to make sure that if the clapper claws come out, ideally they target you and, you know, you can destroy them. Now, you have a 50-50 stun. Dude, you need to land this. This is so, if you land this is so big. It gives us so much momentum. Yes. Fantastic. Then, start doing damage. 7 is low, but that's okay. You're not gonna stun. Debuff dodge. It's fine. Weakening Curse reduces damage, output, and protection. I kind of like that. Vulnerability Hex for the mark could also be really good. Allows the Musketeer to do more damage. His protection is the big thing. I think you go for the protection. It's not that big. It's minus 17% protection. It's not that much. It's got everything basically leveled up. I think you go for the mark. We let the marksman focus him, and everyone else focuses the clapper claws. You. Bolster. Kind of ideal turn 1, turn 2. We just did no damage.
Exposed to a killing blow.
We didn't get shuffled. We did get blighted. Vestal is going to be doing a lot of healing. 4 damage. That's actually not that much. Clapper claw. 11. I love it. You. Drink the anti-venom. We need to make sure Retribution stays up, even if it means that we can't necessarily kill a Shambler. I think we're going to let the Occultists use Sacrificial Stab on this one, so I'm going to do Retribution on the one up... I'm going to use the Retribution on the one up front. It would have killed, but that's unlikely to happen, you know? You're fine. 62% chance for a kill. Crit is fine too. I'm gonna use the anti-venom on her because she had the crit. What's the stun chance? Stun chance on the Shamblers is actually, or on the Clapper Claws, is actually not that bad. 19 damage on the boss. It's acceptable. Obdurous advancement. That's a shuffle, I think. No, it's not. We just got bleed on frickin' everybody. Clapper Claw. Dodge. Unfortunate. It's not looking good, but it's not looking, you know, extremely terrible either. We're getting there. 50% protection on the backline sucks. The Musketeer has to focus. So what do? Do you go for the stun, 50-50? You hit the Shambler up front? Maybe we can kill him before he does a buff? Which would be ideal. Probably use the bandage on the Musketeer since they're afflicted by the blight as well. Okay, I like it. I hate that Clapper Claw at the back that's still alive, but what are we gonna do about it? Now, 50 crit. 31. 2 turns away from death if we keep getting crits. He's half dead. Got the riposte. Just don't crit. 8 damage is not that much. I'm okay with that. We need to stun it, though. We have to stun it with the Occultist in this turn. Even without marking the grotesque Shambler, I think. We just need to buy some time, I think. Or do we go for it? Oh, give me the mark! It's so risky, but just do it before I regret my decision. Toss out the heals, it's good value. I didn't use the bandage. I will use the bandage as soon as I can on this turn. Have to do Retribution, have to keep that riposte up. Gotta kill the Clapper Claws. I hate that he, you know, constantly is critting and bleeding everybody, but I mean, now it's only 3 damage. I'm gonna save it for the Man-at-Arms again. Crit for 35. We focus him. We focus him before we focus the Clapper Claws. We have to. The crit sucks. It means that he might die if he gets hit again. Paranoid Healer is awful.
The walls close in.
But they're not Clapper Clawing the Occultist. I know your veins are on fire. I know! Speed of 1. We can kill you. We can kill you very easily. We're gonna start stunning these Clapper Claws and going for the grotesque Shambler. You have to heal him, keep him from dying. You. Just kill him. We have to make sure that he dies on this turn. I didn't use the bandage! One day I'll remember. Okay, I think we still have to kill these Shamblers, if I'm not mistaken. The Clapper Claws, we do have to keep killing them. Don't crit. You're still alive. You're still alive, my friend. Oh, thank God. We're gonna make it out of this fight just fine. We're gonna kill a Shambler. I was not expecting this. Retribution is going. Okay, you know what? Use a freaking bandage. You know what? Even before you Retribution, put up the guard. I'm not losing another GD Occultists. Okay? You heard it here first, folks. 2 damage, we can do 2 damage. Clapper Claw. Wrong! You hit the wrong dude. Wait, is that Buckshot? I hate that I don't know what they look like. But the cultist, you know, he's getting revenge. Get stunned, bitch. That's what he's talking about.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Pop at the Retribution. Why? Why the freak not? He's not doing anything. I don't even know why I'm healing up. I guess, what else am I gonna have the Vestal do? There you go, crit for 11. They're dead. We get the Candle. Plus damage if Torch is high, plus speed if Torch is high, plus dodge if Torch is high. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. There's also no Torchlight left. You know what? Interact with the bookcase. Focused. I like how I walked backwards and the ass importer is now focused. Interact with the bookcase, why not? Get a quirk. Weld Scrounger, sure. Okay, let's go. Let's leave.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Didn't expect to find Shambler, didn't expect to even, you know, have the fight go that well, but there we go. Plus 12 resolve XP on the Occultist because we gave him that trinket. He's level 4. I feel comfortable bringing him along on a champion mission now. We have a couple of things to remove. You know, everyone needs stress relief basically. But a good mission. We have the Candle. Now we are missing the. We're missing like 3, I think.
And in so doing, help themselves.
Level restrictions removed for the next quest. Putting ego aside does not come easily to such seasoned survivors, but the new recruits are palpably grateful for the assistance. Oh, this is like the wrong time for it. Because everyone who would like to be out on a low level... This is the wrong time for it. Although it would be nice if I could just like... Hey, Verdacula, you're back. It would be nice if I could send like everyone on a level 1 mission, but yeah, level... Short, I don't care about short missions. Oh, Infestation level low, I hate it. So if we wanted to, we could be like, hey, do we want to go out on a short, easy level mission? With, you know, EDU Calm, the Leper, how about Javi, the Crit King, Milk Jug, World's Best Vestal, and then, oh, you know, just an Antiquarian, just to bring along a little bit of extra gold home. Yeah, there you go, there's our party composition for the next mission. Anyway, so what are we doing? Let's take a look at the missions that we actually do have. Gather 3 grain sacks. Activate 3 infested corpses. Suppose we could do the ruins, or the warrens, or the weld, or the cove. I actually just don't know what we should do. Could I do a run with no light as an antiquarian and make bank? I mean, so I've done runs with the antiquarian before and had full inventory. We didn't need low light. But unfortunately, the thing is, there's only short missions. You know, ideally for an antiquarian, you want at least a medium length mission, ideally a long mission, so that you have as much time as possible to get gold and to get those unique heirlooms that drop. So if there was a long apprentice level mission and you needed money, perfect opportunity to do a money run. But we do not have that because we just don't. There's only short missions. So we're gonna go to the Weld, Warrens, Ruins, or Cove. There are long missions everywhere though, so we can kind of choose where we're gonna go. You know, do we want a? Is this gonna be like the 4th tough ring? It is. We could get a 4th tough ring, or we could go and get a mercurial salve. Probably not gonna do that. Don't need any of these guys. Just thought I'd check. What about this? Plus healing skills if in position 2, plus damage and prot if in position 2. I mean, that could be a good scroll, especially for a melee Vestal, or healing Vestal in position 2. I kind of like the profane scroll, especially in the early game if you have nothing else. But let's see. Cove? Well, let's see who we have available. Everyone. In that case, let's do this first. Everyone needs stress relief. I don't like the infection level. If you have people with the Crimson Curse and people without the Crimson Curse in the same building, sometimes they will spread the curse, and that's not the best thing ever. You actually don't need any other work done. Any other work done? Well, you definitely don't need any other work done. So let's take a minute and see if there's any like truly awful negative quirks that we need to remove. I think there was. Yeah, Bay's Knight. You had Clumsy, -5 dodge. Get rid of that. Warren's Phobe. I wouldn't feel bad about removing that. Warren's actually is a pretty strong location to bring along a Flagellant. Cophobe, Faithless, Lazy Eye. I mean, the Lazy Eye just doesn't matter. Automatonophobia. Automatonophobia. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. Necromania needs to be removed. Okay, that's an easy one. Resolution, Bad Gambler. That's pretty unnecessary. Soft. Easy. Okay, so there's 3 negative quirks that are being purged. So now if we were doing a mission, where would we go and who would we bring? Honestly, I would not mind going to the Warrens. I enjoy the bosses in the Warrens. They're a lot of fun. And we have not yet done the Formless Flesh. I would love to do the Formless Flesh at some point. So maybe we'll go to the Warrens. If we're doing that, we would like to have the Houndmaster, a Flagellant. Which one? Quick Draw? You know, I really like Quick Draw. Take you along. We would like to have a Jester, ideally. The Bleed is very effective. On Guard again? That seems pretty nice. And you're a Warren's Adventurer, -20% stress. Unfortunately, you're not like a Beast Slayer, which is what we would ideally like to have, but that's fine. Okay, Dan, welcome aboard. And in the back line... I mean, honestly... Theoretically, we could run an Antiquarian. But... they have... oh my god, they have such negative quirks that we need removing. But it doesn't matter that we bring an Antiquarian along. We have so much money, I think we're going to be fine. Instead, maybe we'll just bring along, like, a... I don't know, Grave Robber, you know. Beast Slayer, accuracy up. Oh, absolutely. Chemblast, welcome aboard. So we can just do this mission in the Warrens. The bleeding is very effective. The Houndmaster does extra damage against beasts, and there are a lot of beasts down here. We do have the ability to prevent nighttime ambush. We can do a lot of damage. Again, we have a healer. This should be a just fine mission for us, so we'll probably end up going to do that next time. There's a character choice, change depending on where you're going. Yeah, so Delta Jewels, in the Cove, you often find enemies that are resistant to bleed. They have high bleed resistance. So the Jester who has a bleeding attack, the Houndmaster, who has bleeding attacks, the Flagellant, who has bleeding attacks, they often don't work well in the Cove because the bleeding doesn't apply. The enemies will resist it. In the Warrens, they are not that highly resistant to bleed. They will be bled. They are also beasts, so the Houndmaster does extra damage against beast. The Grave Robber has accuracy and crit bonus against beast enemies that are classified as beasts. So it does change depending on where you're going. If you're going on the ruins, for example, you're fighting skeletons. Skeletons aren't exactly known for bleeding a whole bunch, so you probably don't want to run bleeding units in the ruins, but you can do it if you want. The Weld, the Wild, highly toxic, poisonous zone. The enemies here are usually resistant to blight. Probably don't want to bring along a Plague Doctor, unless you're rolling a Incision melee Plague Doctor. So your party composition does change depending on where you're going. You want to bring people who are strong against the zone and the enemies you're going to be fighting. But the Warrens, this party should be fine. So for those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next mission in the Darkest Dungeon.